Yes, good morning children. In last class, we discussed about the temperature zones of the world, and I taught you about the altitude, temperature, weather, climate, and different types of zones, temperature zones or heat zones. We learned the three types of zones, that is the temperature zones or heat zones, that are the torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. So today in this class we are going to start a new lesson called the equatorial forest region. Before going to this equatorial forest region, in this we'll be learning some few things. We'll be learning about the few things in this lesson. That is, what is the location? Where is this equatorial forest is located? And all over the world, where this equatorial forest is found. Either it can be in continents and countries. And the next one will be just knowing the climate of the equatorial forest. How is the climate in the equatorial forest? And even we'll be learning about some of the types of vegetation. People who live in equatorial forests are called as some of the people or the tribe people who are living in different countries or continents, or they are called the people vegetation. Vegetation is nothing but what type of trees, shrubs or herbs grown over in this region, that is the equatorial forest region. So you all know that in last chapter we learned that the world is divided into three zones. Which are the three zones? That is, the first one is torrid zone, second one is the temperate zone, and the last one is the frigid zone. So these are the zones which we learned in the last class. So here in this lesson we will be learning about the equatorial forest. The location. The equatorial forest region fall in the torrid zone where it is very hot and wet. These forests are also known as equatorial rainforests as they receive heavy rainfall all year round. These forests are found both sides of the equator. The continents and the countries which fall in this zone are. So what happens here? Here the equatorial forest region is located near the torrid zones. So I taught you that the torrid zone. So this is the equator. The equator to the next zone will be the torrid zone. That is the area or the extension between the Tropic of Cancer to equator is not torrid zone, whereas the extension between the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn is called South Torrid zone. So what happens? Here the sun rays is falling directly over the torrid zones. So hence, when there is more sunlight, when there is more sun rays, what happens? The region becomes very hot. Continuous heating of these regions, what happens? Due to excess heat, it just becomes more heat, and it just forms cloud, and it just brings rain all throughout the year. So hence, these regions will be very hot and wet. Hot in the sense, here the sun rays will be more and more. That is why it is very hot. Why we refer here wet? Because it rains all throughout the year. So hence it is always wet. And here you all know this. Why these forests are called as equatorial forests? Because here it rains heavily throughout the year. So hence, that is why it is called as equatorial forest. Got it, children? And here, this forest can be found in both the sides. Both the sides is nothing but the North Torrid Zone and the South Torrid Zone. And here, there are some of the continents and countries where this equatorial forest regions are found. So let us know some of the places where this equatorial forest is found. So in Asia continent, you can just see this type of forest. That is the equatorial type of forest can be seen in Malaysia and Indonesia. So these are the two countries. In Asia, you can just find out the equatorial forest region. And in India, this Asia is a continent, India is a country. So in India, you can find out this equatorial forest region in Western Ghats, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and some states in Northeast Asia, Northeast India. So what happens? In India, you can just see the equatorial forest in the Western Ghats, where the mountains are which has a very dense forest, are found in Western Ghats, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and some of the states which are located in the Northeast India. And the third one is in South America. You can see this type of forest in Ecuador, Colombia, and Brazil. So these are the countries, Ecuador, Colombia, and Brazil are some of the countries where you can see this equatorial forest region in South America continent. Next, you can just see this forest in some parts of Australia. And in Africa. There are some of the places where you can see the equatorial forest region. That is Liberia, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria, Guinea, and Congo. So children, again, yes, there are some of the names. Liberia, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria, Guinea, and Congo are some of the countries, some of the famous countries which is located in Africa continent. So these are the equatorial forest is found in different continents. In that continents, in some of the countries, the equatorial forest region is found. So I just repeat again. In Asia, you can see this type of forest in Malaysia and Indonesia. And in India, you can just find out this forest in Western Ghats, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and some states in Northeast Asia. And South America is a continent where there are some of the countries which you can find this forest region, that is Ecuador, Colombia, and Brazil. And you can just see some parts of forest region in Australia. And in Africa, there are different countries where you can find this equatorial forest. They are Liberia, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria, Guyana, and Congo. So these are the countries which is located in Africa. So now we came to know where are this equatorial forest region are found. So now next which we'll be learning will be the climate. How is the climate in equatorial forest? So the next one which we'll be learning is now the equatorial type of climate. Equatorial type of climate. The region lies on either side of the equator where the sun rays fall directly almost throughout the year, causing the duration of days and nights to be equal. So what happens? I taught you in the second lesson in the movements of Earth. That is in revolution. There are two types of movements, that is revolution and rotation. We learned some of the new things. Solstice, equinox. In that we learned about equinox. What do we mean by equinox? Equi is nothing but equal and nox means day and night. So equal days and night are called as equinox. So what happens here? Here in this forest region, what happens? It has equal day and night. It has equal day and nights, and here the sun rays fall directly. Sun rays fall directly over this regions. Okay, children, and here the temperature remains around 30 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius, and the land is heated up all throughout the day. So what is the temperature over here? The temperature all over the day will be around 30 degree to 32 degrees Celsius. Hence, it is heating all the time. It's heating the land all the time. Every time when you go here, what happens? The land will be every time hot. Humidity is also very high here because moisture evaporates from water bodies and plants and form clouds. So what happens here, children? You all know that the equatorial forest, I told you that equatorial forest receive rain all throughout the year. So what happens? The moisture content which is present near the water bodies or as well as on the plants, what happens? This moisture converts into water vapor and it just goes to the sky and it forms the clouds and it just brings the rain. So here the humidity is also very high. These clouds bring rain every afternoon along with thunderstorms. These are also known as tropical thunderstorms as they are very typical to the equatorial region. So you all know that the clouds which are forming in the sky brings rain. So what happens in every afternoon what happens? It receives heavy rainfall. How this heavy rainfall is caused? It is caused by heavy thunderstorms. What do you mean by thunderstorms, children? Thunderstorms are nothing but gudugu. Gudugu minchu. You have all seen lightning and thunder. Lightning is nothing but minchu. And the thunder is nothing but gudugu. The sound and lightning. With this both lightning and sound, every afternoon what happens? It receives very heavy rainfall. So hence this equatorial forest region is also called as tropical thunderstorms. because here it's getting heavy rainfall with thunderstorms. So hence, equatorial forest region is known as tropical thunderstorms. The equatorial rainforests are also called evergreen forests as they appear to be green always. The trees here shed their leaves at different times of the year as there is no dry weather. These forests are also called as tropical rainforests because the occurrence of heavy rainfall. So I told you that in first lesson, I told you the Amazon rainforest is also called as tropical rainforest. And even I said you that it is also called as evergreen forest. So what happens here, the equatorial forest regions are also known as evergreen forest. Why it is called as evergreen forest? Because in this region, it looks, because of heavy rainfall and moist content in the region, what happens? You can just see all the trees and plants being green color all throughout the year. And there is no shedding of leaves because it has no dry weather. So when there is no dry weather, what happens? Here the leaves doesn't shed. Always it is covered by green color. The leaves are green in color. So hence here the equatorial region, equatorial forest is always green in color. Hence it is called as evergreen forest. Plants and trees grow in abundance here because of the combination of hot and wet climate. A huge variety of plants and trees are found in the equatorial forest. In fact, scientists and researchers identify new species of plants and animals every year. So why this forest is called as evergreen forest? Because it receives heavy rainfall all throughout the year. Hence it is always hot and wet. Due to this wetness, what happens? Here the plants and trees are growing more. What do you mean by abundance? Abundance means, the meaning of abundance is nothing but more. The meaning of abundance is more. So you can just see the more plants and trees growing every year. So according to scientists and researchers, they just found or discovered new plants or trees growing every year. The world's longest rivers such as Amazon and Congo are located here. So you all know that the world's longest river is Amazon, and the second longest river is Nile, which is located in Congo. So these are the two important river basins where you can just see. So the world's longest rivers are, the first longest river is Amazon and the Nile. In Congo, these are the two rivers where you can just find out this. Equatorial forest. So the next one is the type of vegetation. The next one we are going to learn is about the type of vegetation. The equatorial region receives heavy rainfall throughout the year. Therefore, there is dense growth of trees. Since there is plenty of rainfall and sunlight, the trees here generally grow very tall. However, small plants and grass are hard to find since tall trees form a canopy of leaves with branches so dense that the sunlight doesn't usually reach the lower levels of vegetation. So I told you that here in the equatorial forest region, what happens? It just receives heavy rainfall. It just receives heavy rainfall That is why it is called as evergreen forest. And here the trees are covered, dense. Here the dense trees are found. Dense trees means the full of trees in a cluster of, the more number of trees are closed, where the sunlight cannot be, here the sunlight cannot be reached. Sunlight cannot be reached in lower places, that is in the surfaces, lower surfaces. So here the trees, because of heavy rainfall, here the trees are very tall. It just grows up to 200 to 250 centimeter height. The trees grow from 200 to 250 centimeter feet. It just grows that much tall. Where here the sunlight is not entering inside the forest. Hence it is always dark. When there is no light, what happens? The forest becomes very dark when the sunlight cannot reach the lower places. So here you can just found out some plants and grass. When we find very difficult to find some of the shrubs are nothing but medium-sized plants or the grass. We can't see that also because it will be very dark. Because the trees growing very high, what happens? The trees which are growing high, it's fully covered by trees to a height. So when the trees are very high, what happens? The sunlight which is falling on the tree, it won't enter inside the forest because of tall trees. So what happens? Here in the lower region, it becomes very dark. When it becomes dark, what happens? We cannot see the small plants or the grasses. It becomes very difficult. Why it is difficult? Because here the sunlight is not falling inside the forest. So hence we cannot see the grass or plants which are growing in the lower region. So hence today we completed, sorry children, for today we have just learned till types of vegetation. In the next class we will be learning about the layers of the forest and wildlife and the people who are living in the equatorial forest. So today we just learn whatever I taught you in this class, and I'll be giving you small assignment, children. MALAYSIA, Malaysia. INDONESIA, Indonesia. EQUADOR, Equator. COLUMBIA, Colombia. Next, Libya, LIBERIA, Libya. IVORY, Ivory. COAST, Coast. GHANA, Ghana. NIGERIA, Nigeria. GUIENA, Guyana. Guinea. CONGO, Congo. SPECIES, species. DENSE, dense. So these are the words which you feel very difficult. You can just practice 5 times and you can just spell. You should just spell and you have to write 5 times. By writing 5 times and spelling out, you can make out these places or to spell out easily. So today I am ending up the classes, children. So just complete your classworks as well as the homework and get for the corrections on Wednesday. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.